between.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
How about that? Their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to...
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A big pickup there for the Eagles. First down, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Eagles have moved out in front.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia! So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And some space here.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Tommy Trimble.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Holding defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they will take a knee here.
So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. With more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 63 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And some room to roam now.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
2nd and 9 now. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Second and 5. That caught by Trimble.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.